let's talk about Debarquement syndrome for a moment. Hi, my name's Amy. I'm a vestibular physical therapist, which means I treat dizziness and balance problems for a living, and I also treat Debarquement syndrome. Debarquement syndrome is a neurological disorder where a person has developed a sensation of constant rocking, swaying, or bobbing sensations, which are present most times throughout the day for more than 3 months after being exposed to a moving surface. Common triggers for developing Debarquement syndrome are being on a cruise ship, being on a boat, riding on the back of a bus or a really rough ATV, or even just being in a car, being on a skyscraper where the floor is moving a little bit with the wind. Anything can really trigger it. The problem is, after you get off these moving surfaces, your brain has a hard time delineating between a still surface that you're standing on now and a moving surface that you were on previously. For every patient I see with Debarquement syndrome, it's really important for me and for you, the patient, to understand your rocking sensation. See, for every individual, the rocking sensation can differ in speed, direction, frequency, etc. It's really important for me, the clinician, to understand where and how you feel your rocking sensation so that I can help you create exercises to combat it. And it's really important for you, the patient, to feel accurately your swaying sensations so that you start to make a connection between your brain and the way that your center of gravity is feeling like it's being moved. At the end of the day, the rocking sensation itself is an illusory movement that your brain is feeling that your center of gravity is moving. Your center of gravity is the center balancing point of your body and how it distributes down to the surface you're standing, sitting, or laying on. So if you feel like it's moving forward and back, even though it's not, your brain is getting the sensation that your center of gravity is moving forward and then backward. So let's do a little activity to get to know your rocking sensation. I want you to stand up out of your chair, put your feet all the way together, stand still, and some people have a little bit of help by closing their eyes, so if you want to close your eyes, you can close them. I simply want you to feel your rocking sensation. Feel the motion. With your hand, I want you to gesture what direction it's going in. It can be forward and back. It can be left and right. It can be in any diagonal plane. It can also be up and down, or a combination. It can be like an arched motion. After you've pinned down the direction, let's pin down some details. First of all, how far are you going? Are you going super far this way and super far that way? Or is it just a small motion? Next, I want you to pin down the speed. Is it moving really fast? Or is it moving really slow? Last, I want you to pin down how frequently these sensations happen to you. Is it only when you're doing a certain activity? Is it only when you're in a certain position? Or is it all the time? Understanding your rocking sensation is the first step to being mindful of how your brain is interpreting your center of gravity, and that's the first step to treating it. Describe to me in my comments section exactly what your swaying sensation feels like.